Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Matt Lepink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that. Is this already the pre-halving rally? And why I'm saying this, I'm getting to this point in a second. Then the second news I would like to talk about, that the Bitcoin holdings on Coinbase reached lowest level since 2015. That means like 9 years ago. So there is an outflow, which is obvious. And the third thing I would like to mention is there are more and more Bitcoin ETF adverts. The recent one from BlackRock, actually. So all this in today's video. And don't forget, every single day, I bring you the fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom. I'm making you short videos, longer videos to keep you up to date. So if that's important for you, then subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you like this kind of content what I'm creating, then definitely hit the like button. So let's do it. Right, and when we're looking at the Bitcoin price, we can see that the Bitcoin price is again above 52,000 US dollar with 28900 in the last 24 hours. Actually, it hasn't really moved. Ethereum 2% up in the last 24 hours. 2,964, getting really close to 3,000 at the moment. When we're looking at the gainers, there are Filecoin with 20% up, Airwave 13%, Sia Coin 12%. So yeah, we can see that actually they're looking pretty good. WorldCoin, which went up very well in the last 7 days, is actually now down 12%. Pit Network 7% down, Helium 6.5%. So actually kind of sideways movement and some actually moving, but definitely not big drops. As you can see here the daily chart of Bitcoin. Today we have a green candle as well, but this is sideways movement, what we see right now. You know, we had here this yellow trend line, which we wanted to break. Here we couldn't, here we couldn't, and here we could with this long green candle. And yeah, now it's so far, at least, it's working as a support. So if we continue just like this, then sooner or later, you know, this could be another triangle like this was before, and then we could break above. But yeah, we're going to see. Depends how the market behaves. But one reason for it is the pre-halving rally, what we have seen already before, and now let's talk about that. I pressed the wrong button first. Right. So first of all, halving. Halving is about 58 days away. Bit less than 2 months right now, according to Watcher.guru's Bitcoin halving countdown. It will be on the 19th of April, but around it, right? So some countdowns show like 2 days more, some 2 days less, so about, right? And yeah, now when we looking at this, we can see that many times here we have the halving. So one back in 2016, here in 20, and this will be our next halving in 2024. And we, as you can see here, you can see this green bar, and this green bar is a rally before the halving. You know, halving is something which definitely push up the Bitcoin price. Why? Because you got used to it. Second is that, you know, the block reward going to be cut in half, which means half that amount can get into the system after the halving than now. And therefore, you know, this is a priced booster many times. After the halving, we can see some consideration going sideways, a little bit down. Now when we zoom in a little bit, so here we have 2020. You know, you do remember probably, if you are here in crypto since that we had the pandemic back then, and it was a crash on the stock market and also here in the crypto market. But after the crash, we had the V-shaped recovery, and this was a pretty nice rally, what we witnessed here. This time we had no significant crash so far, but the price started to go up. After the halving, we have this sideways movement, a little bit down, and then, really the bull market is starting. So this is what we hope, at least this year, gonna happen. Now the question is, are we going to reach all-time highs before the halving or right after the halving, so not long after that, or we still have to wait until the end of the year, just like it was back in 2020? So yeah, this is what I wanted to point out, that this move, what we can see, that Bitcoin is holding itself pretty strong, and we had these, many green candles. It could be actually part of it. And if Bitcoin going to do this, altcoins are going to get crazy, probably. Is it 100% sure? Of course it's not. Now we just looking at the past and try to figure out what's going to happen, because nobody knows the future. But this is definitely one scenario which can play out. Right. The second thing I would like to mention is all about that Bitcoin is moving out heavily from Coinbase. Actually, Coinbase Bitcoin holdings are on 2015 level, as it was back in 2015. So there are a lot of outflows when we're looking at Coinbase. And now let's talk about it. What could be the possibilities? What could be the reason for it? So look, first of all, the last time they had this amount, it was back in 2015. Just on the weekend, whales moved 18,000 Bitcoin, which is nearly $1 billion off Coinbase. And, the transfer value were between the $45 million and $171 million range. So Coinbase public order book now holds 394,000 Bitcoin, which is, the estimated worth is $20.5 billion. And look at this red candle. So this was the weekend one, which we could see it came out a lot of Bitcoin just during the weekend. Here you can see the bigger picture. So until the year end of 2020, this was continuously increasing in Coinbase, always more and more Bitcoin. And since that, it's getting less and less and less and less and less. And as you can see, this is a trend now. So whales moving their Bitcoin holdings away from centralized exchanges is considered a bullish sign, as less Bitcoin is available for sale. So this could be one thing. However, users on social media are divided over the nature of the transfers. Some believe the funds are being moved to custodial wallets in anticipation of the price surge, with the upcoming Bitcoin halving just 2 months away, as we talked about before, creating a supply shock. Why fewer other believes that the moved funds could be used for liquidity for over-the-counter OTC trades, because as you know, now the big guys are buying. Somehow retail is now selling, but the big guys, BlackRock, the whales, and so on and so forth, they keep accumulating right now. So if they move it out from Coinbase, maybe it will, land on the OTC market. And this is how now they get rid of, because now the whales accumulate a lot of Bitcoin. And now they say, okay, it's like tons of money. Now let's sell some on the OTC market, because they have accumulated for a long, long time ago when Bitcoin was much cheaper. And now they have the possibility to make big sales on OTC. Who knows? We don't know for sure, but we just can see the signs. These, big, huge red candle that there are a lot of outflows from Coinbase. Right. And now, finally, the third topic, it's all about Bitcoin ETF commercials, advertisements. BlackRock made the recent one. So, BlackRock actually labels Bitcoin as progress in its latest spot Bitcoin ETF ad. And here is the advertisement. And Bitcoin ETFs have landed. This is what they're saying. IBIT, the iShares Bitcoin Trust, now lets you access Bitcoin where you get your stocks and bonds, so you can manage all your investments in one place. And they're actually saying here that get your share of progress. So not saying that Bitcoin is, currency or whatever, but be part of the progress basically. So these are pretty strong messages, and leading now Bitcoin. Bitcoin is right now the one of the most successful ETFs at the beginning of the year, doing much better than gold ETF, for example. There are a lot of outflows in Bitcoin ETF. There are inflows, and there are advertisements. So you should understand that these guys keep accumulating. They actually won't stop because they want more and more. Meanwhile, they advertise it, and there you have the financial advisors and so on and so forth. They are also spreading the news about this new opportunity like Bitcoin Spot ETF, and it takes time for pension funds, for many others to join the game. But actually, this is what's happening. It's a game changer right now. Not necessarily a good one, I have to highlight, because we don't want to give these guys our Bitcoin. But strangely, a lot of retail investors selling now. Maybe they do sell. I'm just thinking that they rather hope that there will be an altcoin, season coming, and now they sell their Bitcoin. But for many who are getting rid of their Bitcoin, well, maybe this was the last opportunity to get cheap Bitcoin. Cheap, it's not even that cheap anymore. But anyway, they keep advertising, they want more customers, and they keep accumulating Bitcoin. This is what we can see, at least according to the data. Guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day you get these fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom. So if that's important for you, you want to keep yourself up to date, because I think that's very important, then simply subscribe to this YouTube channel and also hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.